Morning ladies, and welcome to week 2 of Coffee and Card using the Free as a Bird stamp set. My name's Linda, I'm from lindaspapercraft.co.uk and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator working in the UK obviously. So week 2 we're using the big bird stamp again, and while I was designing this card, I've actually done it in 2 different colourways, and I think I'm going to do it in a third just to show that you don't have to use the colours that I've suggested. So today we're doing a tent fold card. So the first one I did wasn't a tent fold card, the second one I did was, because having so many layers on the front I thought it would stand up better as a tent fold, and I've again put a white piece in the middle for you to decorate as you please. This is a faux bow and I'll be showing you how to cheat at this bow at the end. So today I'm actually going to do it in some slightly different colours. So I'm sticking with the polished pink because that's the card base. Those of you who collected the in colours will have this pen. Those of you who didn't, of which one of you is booked onto here, I've actually done your card in Magenta Madness, which is one of last year's in colours, the 20 to 22 in colours, and you've got those, so you'll be able to do that. So, and this time I'm going to do the leaves instead of in the Just Jade like I've done here. I'm going to do them in the Soft Succulent, and again from this year's in colours. Then I'm actually going to use Crumb Cake for the branch to match the crumb cake here, and I am going to match I'm actually going to use Balmy Blue for the birds, because I thought the just sort of bring the changes a bit, do it a bit of a different colour. So let's get started. Now I've already opened my pack because Sydney decided in his infinite wisdom that he should hoover his bedroom while I'm trying to video. So this is take 3. I've now confiscated the hoover, which breaks my heart because the child is 15 and he's hoovering his bedroom. I should be thrilled. But we need to get these videos done. Right. So I'm sure he can find something else to clean. So So we've got your envelope, your card blank, a piece of crumb cake and 2 pieces of basic white. So I'm just going to take the basic white and I'm just going to start by stamping the sentiments. Your friendship means the world to me. So, and I am going to stick with the pink, or you could use any of the other colours that you're using. And I'm just going to stamp that towards the top, sort of in the middle. I'm just doing it by eye. Would help if the card was straight. There we go. There we go. Pleased with that. So because these are new ink pads, they are quite juicy, particularly this pink one. So do make sure you give it a really good clean afterwards, that you're getting all the ink pools out. So and then I'm going to use my Memento ink to stamp the birds. And this time I've done, last week we sort of did it at an angle, whereas this time I've done it straight across. We've got, the card is a little bit wider so they will fit in that way. So just going to pop them on the block, nice and straight. And with a big stamp like this, it's often easier to bring the ink to the stamp than the other way around, because it's easier. You can make sure you've got all the way across. And we've gone from a super juicy polished pink to a less juicy Memento black. There we go. Just shut that off, just check we are still recording. Don't want to have to do take 4. And then I'm just going to pop that across the card like that. There we go. So it just fits nicely, and then the ribbon's going to go underneath after you've attached the crumb cake piece. Right, so I'm going to start the birds with the other end. So. And I'm still going to do them just the one colour and leave the white throat, trying not to get in the way of the camera. Or you could really go off piece and do them all different colours, couldn't you? And again, little circles, just to reduce the number of lines with these being normal felt tip pens. I'd love to see the different colour combos you've done. You're all on Linda's Papercraft, or Linda's Paper Crafters if you're on Facebook, so you can post your pictures. Oh, missed his hat. Is it a hat? There we go. So we've got our little bluebirds going in. I'm just going to go in a little bit there. Got that one. A little bit more down here. There we go. Just bringing that in. Oh, not done his tail. I haven't finished his tail. There we go. So that's our blue done. So it's a little bit more subtle. And what I didn't get out was something for the beak. So we're just going to get out. So in the 20 to 22 colours, you need your bumblebee, and in the 21 to 23, I'm going to use pale papaya. I have a real block on pale papaya. I have no idea why. There we go. So 4 little beaks done. Okay, and now I'm going to do, I'm going to do the branch in the crumb cake. So it's just a bit paler than using the cinnamon cider. So Stampin' Up do a fabulous set of markers that has all their core colours in. It is 130 odd pounds. But every now and then, if I get a £600 order, I can order something half price. So if you register your interest in wanting a pack half price, next time I get a £600 workshop order, I can get you it for half price, or you can pay the full £130, I think they are, and you get 50 pence. So you know it's a good 40 pence. 40 pence. Do you know, I can't remember. You get this many pens. So it's lots and lots and lots. So you get all, so for 40 pence you get. But they match all the inks, so they're really useful. So. And also, because they've got the brush end, you can actually use that end to ink up stamps. So if you haven't got all the inks, you will still have all the colours if you get the many markers set. Just forgotten the little twig there. There we go. So a little bit more subtle, I think, than the other two, but I like them all. I do like all these bright coloured birds. You could even do a bird of each colour, couldn't you? The world is your oyster on these cards. You could do rainbows, anything you want. I have seen them coloured in a solid. I just feel the white throat just breaks it up a little bit somehow, looks a bit more natural. There's very few birds are just one colour. As ever, if you want to fast forward through this bit, still haven't managed to sort my lighting out. Malcolm's talking about getting me a nice daylight lamp, sort of on the ceiling, so that it's shining directly down. I do have a ring light, but Sydney's nicked that for his videos. thought I got them all, but I haven't. Right, so I've given you plenty of ribbon so that you can, as I say, I'd rather you had more ribbon than you need and end up with a pretty bow than faffed about with a small amount of ribbon and ended up with a rubbish bow. So, just checking we're all still straight. So we're going to get our crumb cake and I'm going to stick this card onto the crumb cake and then add the bow. Okay, so there we go. Round and round. Okay. So, just put a little bit of washi tape around your ribbon just to stop it flying all over the place. And can I get it off? Can I? There we go. I use washi tape because it doesn't leave a sticky residue on your ribbons. But it's easier for me to pack in the packs if it's controlled. So if yours is sort of folded like mine has, just sort of tease it out, and you can use your bone folder just to, don't pull too hard with it being having the open weave in the middle. You know, we're just trying to soften that fold. I'm not going to get rid of it completely. So, and if I put it on this side, it'll be under the bow, which is fine. Right, so let's get some snail. So either use some snail or some double-sided adhesive. And it's going to be somewhere around about there. Oops. And then I'm going to put it this way. Line it up roughly where you want it, roughly level. Okay. And I'm happy that's level. You can measure it if you want. Maybe a little bit down. That is a nice thing about the grid paper, it's quite easy. So that is 5 squares up, so is that 5 or 6? 6, but they're on the same square, so that's fine. So using my ribbon scissors, I'm going to trim that. The weekly hunt for the ribbon scissors. There we go. And it's come off the tape. So that gives you a piece left to do your knot with, so you don't get rid of that because you do need it. And I'm just going to bring the card base in. If there's a little bit of a lip, this makes it easier to open, so that the shorter side goes to the back. And I'm just going to get the glue again and stick this down. So, are we all ready for Christmas, ladies? If you're anything like me, the answer to that is no. There we go. That's fine. And then I'll pop the middle in, and then I'll show you how to do it's just a simple knot, to be honest. It's not even a square knot, it's just a knot. It's not going to work. There we go. Okay, so what we're doing with this now, so we've got this flat and one end of it, I have actually cut it as an angle, so it's probably the easiest. And without stretching the ribbon you already have on, slide this ribbon on. That looks nice as well, doesn't it? Actually, with having the open weave in the middle, that does look nice. So just slide it underneath, and we are literally going to tie a knot like you tie on your shoelaces. So round and just boom. How simple is that? And how cute is that? And we get the ribbon scissors and just trim either end at the same angle, or both ends should I say, at the same angle. And there you go. How easy. I know you're all going, oh my goodness, there's a bow. But look at that. You just can't get that wrong. So that's 3 different colourways now I've done of the same card. So these 2 are sort of monochromatic, that's the word, where I've used the same colour for the birds as there was on the cards, and this one I've contrasted with the pale blue. And I don't know which one is my favourite. I like them all. Possibly this one. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that and look forward to seeing you next week for card number 3. Take care. Bye.